Cynthia tribe, and you are welcome back. On today's video, we are making Nigerian jollof rice. I will be sharing tricks and tips on how to achieve this from start to the finish. A lot of details will be shared, so you want to watch this video to the end. So now let's get started. The first step is to get the meat stock. For that, I am going to cook some beef. Feel free to use any protein of your choice. The meat stock plays a very vital role in your jollof rice, so it's very important to use a very favorable protein and season it properly as well. So I go in with sliced onions, ginger and garlic, salt. I go in with thyme, some seasoning cube and some chicken flavor. Mix it very well and leave it to steam so that it releases its juice before you now go in with water. I am working with hard beef, so I am going to allow it to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. 25 minutes later, you can see all the juice that the beef has rendered. Now, if you have enough time, you can let it dry back as to ensure that this protein is tasty to the bone. Now, at this point, I am going to go in with some water, cover and let it cook until it's tender. "35 to 40 minutes later, I'll check in. It is now cooked. So now, I am going to separate the beef from the stock. Pass the stock through a sieve to collect all the tiny bones and ginger that we don't want in the jollof rice. Next, it is time to fry the beef. And over here, I am going to heat up some vegetable oil. Now fry the beef. And because I am using hard beef, it's very get fresh. So I am going to fry this lightly. And the trick I used was to crack up the heat so that it's brown faster outside without inside becoming too dry. And if you don't want to fry it, you may choose to air fry this or grill it in your oven. But we are making party food, light, and one thing you need to have in mind is that flavor building. So I will recommend you fry your beef when making party jollof rice. You can use that same oil you use to fry your protein to fry your stew base. Next, I will go in with some diced onions. Fry this about a minute or two until it becomes fragrant. So I am going to fry this with some spices. I went in with my thyme, went in with ginger and garlic and salt, and fry it a minute before I proceed. Now, this is nicely fried. Reduce the heat and then go in with your tomato paste. And if you fry this on a high heat, it's going to burn and will not even fry. So make sure you reduce your heat and go slowly. This can take you around 10 minutes, but you have to make sure you fry this properly. You don't want to make these mistakes. Otherwise, the stew will just go soured. So guys, the tomato paste that I'm using for this recipe is Sonia brand. So feel free to use any paste of your choice. So at this point, the tomato paste is ready and completely separated from the oil. I really love this brand. So now, I am going to go in with my stew base, which is chombo, scotch bonnet pepper and tomato, fresh tomato. So I am going to add this. What I did is that I have blended this before. I saved this in my freezer, so whenever I want to use it, I'll just bring it out and allow it to defrost. Now I am going to stir this very well. and I will cover this and allow it to fry for some minutes. So a few minutes later, I'm going to add seasoning cube, add some chicken seasoning. I'm going to stir this very well. So I am going to cover this, allow this to fry till the stew tastes sweet, guys. You need to fry your stew base very well if you want to get it light with your jollof rice to avoid that sour taste. So at this point, I am going to parboil my rice. Yes, but if you are the type that don't love to parboil your jollof rice, feel free to soak it in a hot water for 5 minutes, then wash it till it become cream. But growing up, my mother taught me to parboil every rice that I wanna cook. So each rice that I'm cooking, I make sure that I parboil it. So now I'm going to cover it and let it parboil for just 5 minutes. And 5 minutes later, I am going to pour it inside my sieve. I'm going to wash it thoroughly and set it aside. So now I am going to go in with my mixed stock. Yes, going with my mixed stock, going with some diced onions, some salt, some seasoning, chicken seasoning, then I'll start adding my tomato inside. I'm going to leave some tomato for later use. I am going to cover this and let it boil for just 2 minutes. So 2 minutes later, I'm going to stir this gently and test for salt. I'll go in with my curry. Yes. Now I am going to introduce the washed rice inside the stew. I am going to stir this gently, covered, and allow it to cook for just 20 minutes. So 20 minutes later, I am going to shake the rice, then I'll mix it and make sure that everything is uniform in color and no part of the rice is tough. Now I will introduce the sauce I asked it to set apart. Then I'll add some tomato, sliced tomatoes, onions and carrots. This just complete this rice in a most magical way I cannot explain. Cover the pot, allow to burn for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, you are going to give it a good mix. And you guys, our jollof rice is ready. The aroma was so nose-bending, guys. The taste heavy, color check, everything was so good. I really hope you enjoy it when you try it with your family. If you watch at this point, you definitely love this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And to my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you and God bless you. You can have Nigerian jollof rice itself. It is also good with coleslaw, like I'm having it now, or live plantain, or whichever way you want, whichever way you choose, you will like this meal. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and see you on my next video. Enjoy! I love you guys.